Colonel Sanders? Huh, of course that's right up her alley. I understand her wanting to take Satoko and Rika home. But I can't understand the Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed geezer? Probably better to hear from Rena, don't you think? She'll probably just say, because it's so cute, though. Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around in the garbage is, well... If Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Dam construction? It had been bugging me since yesterday like an itch I couldn't scratch. Ha! It was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing an ominous word like fought came from Rika-chan's mouth startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into the reservoir and we would have no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? Did I? My dearest apologies, Keiichi-san. It took me a while to powder my nose. Satoko. Wait to use the can until you really have to go. It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. Eek! How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? Who was she calling a maiden? Satoko really was a maiden. She wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks ensued. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. He, Keiichi Maebara-kun, wishes to be included as a member of our activities. What say you all? Rena has no objection. Oh ho ho! I wonder if the likes of this peasant is up to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion had queried voiced their opinions. Queried. God. A unanimous decision. Correct. Congratulations, Keiichi Maebara-kun. I present you the honor of being allowed to take the entrance exam for our club. I'm not taking no exam. Fuck you. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under sets of rules. Sometimes they're in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rena. The law of the jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was it? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So basically this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. By playing the various games that Mion had hoarded every day, it seemed that depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or a penalty for the person who finished last. I'll make this clear right now, we aren't playing house here. You should treat each win or loss as if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound crazy. The first rule of our society, aim only for first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's a game is not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society, for that reason you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it, it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. Of course I'll do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but I'm trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright then, I too will go all out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, Kei-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. This initiation looks like it's going to be a rough one. Mion began fishing around in the student lockers in the back of the room. They have the games here at the school? Well, it's club equipment, so I guess that's fine. Complicated games would put Kei-chan at a disadvantage. Today, we'll be playing a game that you should be familiar with. How about a standard card game? Like old Bachelor. Yeah, that one. Alright, let's do this. I have no idea how to play that. Can't really get into it unless there's a penalty. This time the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? Whoa. It won't be oil-based paint, right? Right? Oil-based face painting with oil-based paint? That is perfect. Satoko cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. Seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either. And I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Old Bachelor is pretty much the same as Old Maid. There's only one difference, there's no Joker. In its place, one card is pulled out at the start, meaning there will be one card without a match left over at the end. You don't know which card will end up being the Joker. It's a pretty thrilling game. I'll take the card out now. Rena took out one card and left it face down on the table. Everybody stared at the card intently. Well, it's pretty obvious in the end game. No way to tell at the start. But the rest of them were very serious. They didn't seem as relaxed as I was. They compared their cards to the face down one, all the while gauging each other's reactions. It was as if they could see what the face down card was. No, it couldn't be. This deck is pretty worn out. No way, can someone tell by the scratches that the card on the table is? Remember the second rule of our society? Keiichi-san must try his hardest to win as well. A number of cards are quite unique, Keiichi-kun. Should be able to remember them pretty quickly. She said that so matter-of-factly. Suits me fine. Don't think a little thing like that can be your crutch. I lashed out angrily, but it was rather obvious I was at a disadvantage. After all, they'd gone so far as to memorize the wear and tear for each individual card. Yeah, in a game like this, you're completely fucked. You have no chance. This wasn't a simple game of Old Bachelor. This was a test. Then they were playing with the answer sheet in front of them. Bring it on! I'll take advantage of your carelessness and beat you at your own game. That baseless confidence would soon be crushed. KKK. How about I tell you your hand starting from the right? 3, 4, 9, Jack, Queen. What? By the way, the Bachelor is the Jack of Diamonds. I can tell what they are even if you switch them around. I'm out. See, all you gotta do is just shuffle your cards around with your hand in front of the cards because they only see the back, and then just have it as one pile. And ask them which card in which order do you want it. The first card, second card, third, or fourth card. Well, in this case, 5. Which, that's what I would do. Because that eliminates their method. It's easy to remember 5 cards or so. But they can't remember exactly what order you shuffled it in. So that takes away their advantage. Ugh. I thought I was prepared, but for it to be this brutal, just overwhelming. Demons. You're all demons! Rena isn't a demon, are you? Sorry, Keiichi-kun. This is the 3 of hearts, isn't it? I'm out. Whoa! Not even a hint of mercy. Rena, even Rika-chan. These club activities weren't to be trifled with. An alumnus of this club would definitely survive in the cruelest of situations. If our entire class had self-detonating collars strapped to their necks and were dropped into a death match on a deserted island, these guys would probably take it to it like fish into water. I can already picture their joys as they hunt down each of their classmates. Jesus, that's oddly specific right there. It's a lowest point system. The order itself dictates the points. Whoever has the lowest point totals wins. Since Keiichi finished last, he has 5 points. There's already a 5 marked down on my scoreboard. I think it's unfair to Keiichi-kun if we don't use a new deck. It's fine. Keiichi is a man after all. He can turn the tables even if the odds are stacked against him, right? It's fitting for a lowly peasant to scamper home and soak their pillow in tears, don't you think? A petite hand laid itself on top of my head, which was trembling from uncontainable frustration. It was Rika's chance. Keep on fighting, yeah! Thanks to Rika-chan's words of encouragement, I was able to calm down. You need to be calm, especially when you're cornered. That's the power I could muster during this crisis. Think carefully, Keiichi Maebara. Take your time and look at the cards carefully. It's just as Rena said, each card has its own distinct markings that made them stand out. Memorizing them should be pretty simple. Think about what you can do in this situation. Try everything in your power to improve your chances of victory. Whoa, great, Keiichi-kun, just like that. I covered the uniquely marked cards with my hands or other cards, arranging them in such a way that they couldn't be seen. The one with the ripped corner should be the 5. And I'm out. Couldn't let any of these precious hints slip by me. All information is a weapon. Then it was my turn. Satoko fanned out her cards for me. You see, I want the 7. Is it this one? I wonder about that. You won't know unless you take it. There was a bit of dismay in her expression. Like she doesn't want it taken, that kind of expression. I won't let that monetary laugh slip by me. I know. It's this one! Got it. 7 of spades. A cheer of ooh rang out. What is this? The 7 should be the hardest one of all to tell apart. It wasn't from memorizing the markings. Those slight changes in her expression as I was selecting a card were enough. Can't hide it from me, Kei-chan. This mark means it's the 2 of diamonds. What? She was startled by her own misread. Of course, everyone else was too. Whoa, it's rare that Mi-chan gets a card wrong. No. Kei-chan, could it be you? They told them apart by different marks. That mark was a nail scratch. So I put a new one on it. Are you saying he disguised it as the 2 of diamonds? An impressive show of wit. Very smart. Keiichi landed a clean hit. Clap, clap, clap. That's great, Keiichi-kun. That was an incredible match, you know? Having defeated the Forerunner Mio in my brilliant battle left me ecstatic. But by total points, it was already set in stone that Mion would win and I would finish last. I laughed haughtily, selecting the tone of my voice carefully to get on Mion's nerves. Well, I'm gonna end up the loser, but I'm satisfied with one-upping Mion at the end. Wahaha! That should be the proverbial slap to the face to Mion, who was at the top already ensured victory. Even if Kei-chan gets first place this round, he'll still end up last place overall. Don't you hate that? Of course I do. Let's have a duel. One chance. If you win, then we'll swap first and last place. How about it? You up for it? She fell for it. Chance for an upset that wouldn't be possible without goading her into it. One chance, you say? Let me hear the rules. Mion discarded 2 cards from her hand and replaced one with the Joker card that was on the table, then shuffled the resulting hand behind her back. The card in my right hand or the card in my left. If Kei-chan can guess which hand is the Joker's in, then he wins. When you turned around just now, you didn't pull out the Joker, did you? If you lose, I'll show the card in the other hand. That okay? The other 3 gulped nervously at this unexpected turn of events. Alright, you've got it. Mion grasped 1 card in each hand and thrust them out at me. First, I needed to inspect them closely. The card on the right had no distinguishing marks. I couldn't tell which one it was. Which one, I wonder, Cage? You couldn't be careful. Yeah, of course, this is my chance for a big comeback. Looking carefully at the card on the left, I saw a little wear. It wasn't one I hadn't seen before. That card is... I didn't let that bit from Sadako slip by me. Oh shit, whoops. Mion clucked her tongue. I didn't recognize the mark on the left card from the small number that I had memorized. I didn't know what the left card was, but I could tell from Satoko's reaction that the card had already appeared during the game. Since it had already appeared before, it meant that it definitely wasn't the Joker. Oh, Kei-chan thinks it's the one on the right. Will you choose that one then? Will you? The left card definitely wasn't the Joker. If I could trust that theory, then I should have been able to declare that the card on the right was the Joker. Even without Mion's taunting, the one on the right was the most suspicious. But wasn't it a bit too rash to decide based solely on Satoko's reaction? More carefully. I remember now. That mark, the left card, no doubt about it. The 7 of clubs. It's the 7 of clubs, I see. I've won. The card on the left was the 7 of clubs. So that meant the card on the right was the Joker. Unless she just lied to you. And then just before my hand touched the right card, I froze. I would expect no less from you. There's a wave of murmurs amongst the onlookers at my sudden halt right before I confirmed the right card was the Joker. What could Kei-chan possibly be saying? I mean, the left one is... Shh. Yeah, let me guess, she fucking marked it. Like when she put it behind her back. Oh? What makes you so certain that the right one isn't the Joker, Kei-chan? Mion let loose an unexpected question. Everyone else was baffled. I don't know what the card on the right could be. But I know that the one on the left is the 7 of clubs. Then, doesn't that leave the right one as the Joker? One of them has to be the Joker, right? Yeah. One of these is the Joker, right? Keiichi has good intuition. Huh? Rika-chan, what do you mean by that? So basically, the 7 of clubs, I discarded that by matching it with Satoko's 7 of spades earlier. Everyone's attention snapped to the discarded pile at the same time. The truth of the matter couldn't be discerned from that sloppy pile. So that means Mion pocketed one of the discarded cards, then aligned it over the left card, and that means... I see, I get it. This left card is being disguised as the 7 of clubs, right? It was the first time since the start of the match that a shadow ran across Mion's expression, and I didn't let that slip by. Then with a grand flourish, I declared it loudly. The Joker is the left one! It was an intense moment. That 1 second felt like an eternity for everyone there. Breaking that silence, the first one to speak was Mion. Being the first president of this club, I've been witness to a variety of performances. Kei-chan, yours is the best. The best of the best of the best. That was probably the greatest compliment Mion could give. That means he got it wrong. Mion accepted her defeat, dropping the cards from both hands. By comeback victory! There's no way you were right. There's no way! Rika-chan placed her hand on my head and began petting it, congratulating me on my victory. Huh? Rika-chan is... Rena and Satoko gapped at us as if they had seen a ghost. What is it, Rena? It's not as if I cheated or anything, right? This was fair and square. Rika, only pet someone on the head to console them. What's the meaning of? That moment, Rena let out a small shriek. Keiichi-kun! This is... How is it? This is how it was. Sorry. You know, Kei-chan, I thought you'd read into it that far. Everyone froze. No, it was just me. It was a gamble. If you had just jumped to the conclusion like a little brat, then I would have lost. It was the answer everyone was certain about. Mion picked up the card from the losing hand. Kei-chan, you know you should take pride in this loss. She turned it around. That was the card that proclaimed the victor of this duel. The card under the 7 of clubs. Unbelievable. It was the 2 of diamonds. It was a setup behind the setup. If I had just picked the right one without reading so deeply into it. I, Mion Sonozaki, as the club president, do accept Keiichi Maribara's membership into our club. As I slumped to my knees, dazed, everyone let out a round of applause for the excellent effort I gave despite my defeat. The match is now over. Today's victor is me, Mion Sonozaki, and our exalted loser is Keiichi Maribara. Everyone made a commotion, applauding cheerfully. I felt I was bested, but I was so soundly beaten that it unexpectedly felt rather refreshing. He overthought it. When Mion pulled that little trick behind her back, I got excited thinking, she's gonna do it again. When Keiichi-san stopped the moment before touching the correct card, I thought he fell for it. He fell for it quite handedly. Huh? Hey, wait. All of them knew from the start, still got so excited so earnestly. Wow. Everyone got excited to make it more fun. You're all demons, you monsters! Wow, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Now then, Kei-chan, it's time for your penalty. Got him thinking Danganronpa with the punishment. Jesus. Since it's your first day participating, I'll go easy on, okay? It'd be a problem if you refused to come to school. The other 3 members held down my arms and shoulders firmly. God, am I gonna be fucking raped now? Mion approached, licking her lips. Her right hand went to pull something out of her pocket. God, don't gut me like a pig! That's a felt tip marker, and it's large and oil-based. Okay, here we go! She took the cap off the marker and brought it slowly up to my face while I was immobilized. No! No! I let out my death throes. Poor Keiichi. Can't help but feel sorry for the bastard. Surrounded by women. It's a tough life for him. Lucky bastard. As soon as the club activities were finished, Rena flew off. Probably so she could dig up that cute Colonel Sanders that she wasn't able to take home yesterday. So today it was just Mion and me walking home together, a rather rare occurrence. You go, Keiichi. A mountain of treasure, huh? The guys throwing it away probably never thought in their wildest dreams that Rena would be grateful to them. Mountain of treasure meaning that damn construction site from before. Oh right, Mion would probably tell me. That murder by dismemberment, that seemed to have happened there. God, why would you bring that up, man? You're supposed to be chilling with her. This is your one moment. No one's around, man. And you're gonna break the mood with that. Damn it. Damn it, you dumbass. God, I don't want him to say it. No. She's gonna get pissed, probably. She might not. She might say, oh yeah, you know, that's what we do as a pastime. We just go around murdering people. Don't you like doing that? Fuck. This isn't gonna end well.